Hey, I'm Jeff Baumgartner with Light Reading, and I'm here visiting with Airties at CES 2024 in Las Vegas. Gents, it's good to see you here. I hope it's been a good show for you.
Yes, thank you.
Well, hey, to start us off, Guillaume, could you provide a brief overview of Airties and the company's role in the industry for those who might not be familiar with the company?
Of course. Thank you, Jeff. So Airties was actually founded 20 years ago. And for these 20 years, we've been really focused on improving the customer experience in their homes in terms of Wi-Fi. So we are today one of the leading provider of managed Wi-Fi solution. We typically partner with our internet service providers or telecom operators, and we help them deliver great Wi-Fi networks in their customers' homes. And today we have a solution that is structured around a few key elements. First of all, we provide a software that is embedded into what we typically call a gateway, and that equipment connects to the cloud from Airties, and we kind of optimize every day the quality of the network for our customers. As you know, there are more and more devices that are connected to Wi-Fi homes, and with our solution, we can deliver the best possible experience for gaming, for professional use cases, and that is really essential for customers. What we have also as part of our solution is that we can enhance the network inside the homes with extenders, mesh extenders, as well as a range of professional services. Typically, because there are so many use cases into our customers' homes that we are testing the best solution for delivering that experience. And the good news is after 20 years, actually, Airties has been awarded great relationship with some of the best operators worldwide, AT&T in the US, of course, Telstra, Vodafone, Deutsche Telekom, Proximus, and many others. So a great testimony for the work done at Airties.
So Guillaume, you recently joined Airties following the acquisition of Airties by Providence Equity Partners and a successful career in the telecom industry. What prompted you to join Airties, and how has that acquisition by Providence Equity Partners helped Airties to service this market?
Yeah, well, for many years I've been providing access to a lot of customers to connect to the world with mobile phones or at home. And today at Airties, which is fantastic, we are focusing on making sure we deliver a great experience in customers' homes. And we know that now with all the different use cases, the quality of the connection at home is critical. So be part of that journey to really make sure there's great customer experience is fantastic for me. One of the other traits, as you said, is that we've been acquired 18 months ago by Providence Equity Partner. They have a fantastic track record in the industry, so creating also value from a company standpoint for our employees and our customers. That's really exciting. And when you think about it, this company that was created 20 years ago has now more than 400 employees that has been really awarded great customer relationships with great customers, some of the best in the world. So many good reasons for me to join Airties.
And then Metin, turning to you on the technology side, Airties has been very aggressive about working with standards bodies and open source initiatives. Can you talk a little bit about that and why it's important to the broadband operator?
Yes, it is a very important point, Jeff. We have started delivering smart Wi-Fi solutions years ago. And at that time, standards did not develop so much, and there was not much in terms of the open source availability or a software that is good enough for service provider deployments. What you end up with as a service provider is, in the past, there was gateway RFPs where people would basically offer their gateways, and I call it like a monolithic solution with a software, hardware, Wi-Fi, everything together coming from one vendor. What ended up, the service providers end up with multiple different vendors, multiple different products with different software on them. And that product was considered as a piece of hardware. It has software running on it, but the software was basically trying to make this hardware run. There was not much upgrade possible. There was not much additional software possible to add to those products. So today, as the home networks are getting more complex, there is more and more innovation coming as software to be able to provide new services to the home users. Smart Wi-Fi is a very good example of that. There is a lot of new features to be developed in the software that will run on the same hardware. Service providers needed a common software platform so that they can add new services much easier way, and they can make frequent software updates on the equipment that they already purchased, during years. So that basically created the need to be able to control that software either by themselves, develop the software by themselves, or outsource to a software provider. And that basically created an environment where service providers, device manufacturers, software providers can collaborate to have a common software platform, which is today, there's two very important ones, RDK, which is pretty common in the cable operators, and Purple, which is an emerging open source software that is good for what we call a carrier-grade software. So as Airties, we believe in this software independence and software being agnostic of the product, hardware, and the chipset, and being flexible enough to be able to bring new features. So we supported both RDK and Purple to basically make sure that our features can run on those platforms easily. When it comes to standards, it's also very important for service providers. As I said, over years, they buy different equipment, from different chip vendors, from different manufacturers. It's very important that those devices can interoperate with each other, including the clients that the users are bringing. Every year, new iOS devices are coming out, Android devices, other IoT equipment. All those products have to be able to interoperate with each other. And this is where the standards come in. If you develop something that is not standards-based, it's very likely that you will encounter another device that will not be able to work with you. So for the service provider, it's very critical to have products, software that supports standards so that they can interoperate with each other nicely, and plus being able to control the software and being able to upgrade the software, including the software that runs on the devices. So this is where the standards and open source comes in. And as Airties, we believe vendor agnostic. We believe the software needs to be flexible, needs to be able to bring innovation. So this is why we are supporting both open source and the standard activities in the industry.
A big trend in broadband is the ongoing rollout of fixed wireless access services. But ahead of CES, Airties made a major announcement with Qualcomm. So can you discuss some of the details of that agreement and how Airties is working in this space when it comes to smart Wi-Fi?
Yes, definitely. We have announced about a month ago our partnership with Qualcomm. As you know, Qualcomm is as the leading technology provider when it comes to 5G technologies. So the fixed wireless access is basically an application of 5G technology that provides broadband service to the home users, home or small businesses, where the wide area network access is not through a cable or fiber or DSL. It's actually using the 5G network to be able to provide broadband service to the home. So our partnership with Qualcomm is basically, the reason for that is to enable fixed wireless access deployments to provide a better quality of experience, end-to-end quality of experience to the home subscribers. There is multiple service providers, especially telcos, who are using 5G technology to be able to expand their footprint for broadband services. As you can imagine, for a telco, in order to provide broadband service to any customer, they would need a fiber installed or DSL available, or cable providers use cable. With fixed wireless access, service providers can address the footprint that they are not able to address before. As they have much bigger coverage area with 5G networks, they use the same coverage to be able to provide broadband services in the same area. So it is very flexible for them to be able to gain more customers, increase their subscribers. And it's also, with the help of 5G speeds, it's actually viable to provide a broadband service to the homes. As Airties, what we do there is we are managing the quality of experience today over Wi-Fi. With 5G, 5G and Wi-Fi coming together on a gateway, in a fixed wireless access gateway, we will provide quality of experience management not only for Wi-Fi, also from the 5G interface. So basically on the broadband connection. So as both technologies are wireless and they're not so much different in terms of the low-level wireless technology, they also suffer from same type of issues like interference, congestion, and they are both shared communication technologies. So we are trying to improve the user experience in the home by controlling both Wi-Fi and the 5G connection. This is where we come in to provide end-to-end QoE improvements, management, measurements, all the functions that we are providing on Wi-Fi, be able to provide that on both of the technologies.
And Guillaume, to wrap things up, tell people where they can go to find more information about Airties.
Of course, to www.airties.com. And one of the things they can do is actually also look at our customer use cases. We've had great implementations. Just to give you an example to finish this one of our partners in Europe has actually been awarded the best Wi-Fi network, and we're the enabler behind this award. And frankly, one of the best way to learn about Airties is to ask our customers.
Well, great. That's where we're going to leave it for today, gentlemen. Thanks for joining us here, and I hope you have a great rest of the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.